Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of this podcast. So, I have started this podcast and I've got my bro, Ru and Francis, the best guys I've met in Dubai. They have created the New World Order. They have created like such a great mindset on the companies that they have created. And now we will be talking about everything that goes behind creating the network, the mindset, the struggle. Let's go. Boys, Ru, how you doing, bro? You do?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
How you doing, Francis?
I'm doing amazing, thank you.
This is
So,
our second podcast.
yeah,
together.
we actually started like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
I was here and you were the one who was
Yeah, I
interviewing
invited you
me,
on my
right?
podcast, and now 6 months later, I'm on your podcast.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Welcome, boys. Welcome. So,
Yes, sir.
how's it going, man?
All good, bro. It's fucking literally like working 24/7. Like, you know when people say like I work 24/7?
Yeah.
Like before I thought I worked 27. Now me and France moved in together. Now we're actually working 24/7.
Yeah, since we moved in together, it's like you wake up, all right, go shower, maybe, and then just like work all day.
All
Just
right,
work
all right.
all day.
Man, all right, let's go back. You six months ago, when I met you, you were doing the podcast, right?
Yeah.
And then you created the New Wealth Order.
Yeah.
How long was that ago?
The podcast, I think I started in like probably like last winter. I
Yeah.
started it around then. And the New Wealth Order, we had the idea like, well, like 4 months ago?
I think so. Yeah, time moves by so
I think it was
slow.
4 months ago. Yeah.
I think so.
4 months ago we had the idea, and then like a month we had like, what, 300-400 people inside?
Yeah.
So,
At the moment, how many people do you have?
I think we have like around 400. Yeah.
All right. What was the vision behind it, man? Because like a lot of people start creating network and like some kind of community. They're not consistent at it. Neither they have like people who are bringing some kind of value. And I've been to your network event, man.
Yeah.
I know like the type of value you guys bring to New World Order and everything else. So tell me about the vision, like why you actually started.
Bro, honestly, there was a time in my life when I was like just super alone.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have any friends. I cut everyone off, and like I had a certain experience I can't really talk about, and then
Yeah, I know.
and then anyway, so I was pretty much like no one wanted anything to do with me, and I didn't really want anything to do with anyone. I wanted to find like the right people because at that time I was just focused, like I was fixing up my life,
Cool.
and I was like, I remember got to a point I just felt super lonely because I didn't know anyone like who was doing the same stuff I was doing.
Yeah.
I didn't know anyone who wanted to like go big in business or like be an entrepreneur. Like, and I was like, what, 17?
Yeah.
And so I looked everywhere, just couldn't find anything. And so when I got the opportunity, once me and Francis had the idea, I was like, this is perfect because I couldn't find anything, but now I can create it. And a lot of these like communities, they're like, okay, like online, whatever, you chat to some person whose face you never see. But with a New World Order, like you can actually meet them. You can actually like, it's more like about real life interaction and actually making stuff happen.
Yeah, man. Like I remember when I came back from Paris, I came to one of the New World Order event, right?
Yeah.
And there were the amount of people that were over there, and they were getting so much like value. We were all networking with each other, and that was
Yeah.
great. But you guys created this together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I've got my businesses, man. Honestly, I've had business partners before. It never worked out for me. So how are you guys able to create like not just New World Order, but also this production company that you guys have?
Yeah.
Like, what's the relationship? Like how you are able to be, having a good business relation? Or do you even have a good business relationship, man?
It's because we both have the same goals, and when someone has the same goals as you, it's very easy to work towards it. So, I don't know if it didn't work out with you and your business partners because you had different goals
Yeah.
or like different lifestyles, like different, points of view on business. But the reason why it works with us is because we have the exact same, train of thought when it comes to networking, with growing businesses, making money. So we have the same reason behind it. So it's guaranteed to work out.
And the thing is, a lot of times when you work with other business partners, they have their own interests. But
Yeah.
we literally grew up together. So when we're working on a business, we don't just have our own interests. Like if he does well in something, it's good for me. If I do well in something, it's good for him.
But you've known each other for how long now?
Like 7-8 years.
It might be more. Wait, how old are we? Oh yeah, I'm 19. No, I'm 18. You're 19.
Yeah.
I think like when you start a business,
Yeah,
right?
7
And I
years.
think if you don't have the right mindset or the vision, if you're starting with like any type of like business partners, man, I've started with my family, and that worked out really well because we kind of have the same background, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we just like moved to the other side after because I created like real estate and consultancy and everything else. But to build a successful business in any type of form, if you are partnering with someone else, you definitely need to have the right vision.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just kind of wasting a lot of time now.
Yeah.
What about the value that you're giving in this network community?
Well, look, a lot of people who are young,
Yeah.
like us, had the same problem. Like they don't know anyone
All
in
right.
their school, in their outside life. I don't know, their fucking football practice.
Yeah.
Okay. And they want to be an entrepreneur. They want to do something good in their life. Everyone else is just fucking around doing dumb shit. Right?
Yeah. Cool.
But they can't really find anyone, and they don't have the right influences in their life. But if you're in a network like that, in a community like that, everyone around you, like, sure, there might not be 100 people in your school who are like you,
Yeah.
but there's maybe one in each school, and there's 100 schools. You know what I mean?
All right.
And they can all connect together online.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, if you think about it like this, let's say you go, to your day-to-day life, you go to the supermarket, you go to the mall, whatever. You're not gonna find
Laundromat.
a laundromat. You're not gonna find people who think the same as you if you're interested in business and self-improvement and trying to make something out of yourself, out of your life. You're not
Go
gonna
to the
find
cinema.
that. Yeah, you're not gonna find that in the cinema or the mall. So you have to find a place to find it, which is online in a
Yeah.
community like the New Wealth Order.
Yeah.
Man, the thing is, there are so many people. Like, if you do something like that in Paris, it's so hard to even build something like a decent community over there. People who want to level up, talk about money, talk about different things. Because I think the mindset of people who are outside of the UAE is so different. I know because I've started my masterclass in Paris, and we did it in London and Switzerland. But a lot of the people the mindset is so different. Like, they don't want to talk about businesses or getting out of their 9 to 5. It's such a risky thing. But the values that you are giving to the guys who have joined the network, what do you think that they are kind of like? Let's just suppose, right? There are guys who are watching this and they want to think that they're gonna get some kind of value from it. That's why they want to join. What kind of value, do you think?
Well, I hope the least out of everything would be at least a new perspective on business, at least someone's new perspective. Because if there's 400 people in a group and you talk to just one of them, that's a new perspective. Everyone has their own thing going on.
Yeah.
If you talk to like 20 people, you have 20 new ideas, you have 20 new perspectives.
Cool.
And that's super valuable, especially if someone doesn't really have access to people who have these type of ideas. If everyone kind of just goes to school, goes to university, studies, get a job, you're not going to see these type of perspectives unless you go into some online community where you can network with people who have these
That's why
different
people
things
feel
going
so
on.
lost. It's because they don't have other people who are also on the same kind of path. So there's no new ideas floating around or discussion going on for your brain to actually start working and thinking of ideas.
Yeah, you can get new ideas.
Yeah.
You can, but you can't get so many new ideas all by yourself. You need other people around you to spark ideas. We even say this a lot. Like, you can't get new ideas if you're just sitting in your room all day.
Yeah.
You have to go out, and if you see something, maybe it sparks an idea. But if you just sat in your room all day by yourself, you're not going to go as far as if you network with people.
It's inspiration.
Yeah, the thing is, bro, there's so many people who have great ideas, but to execute, it's not easy. And to be creating something that will bring some kind of value, man, I know a lot of people who end up coming to me and they're like, yeah, we had this idea to do this, to do that. Next year I speak to them, they're literally doing the same thing. So
yeah, it's fuck. But yeah, the thing is also in the network, you see people actually executing.
yeah.
So then you have the ideas, and then you see people executing, and you're like, wait, why don't I just go and execute this idea?
It's all about taking action.
Yeah.
People don't take action quick enough.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of has ideas and dreams and aspirations, but they never do anything about it. Whereas with us, when we have an idea, when we had the agency idea, it was all set up and we had business
72
cards.
hours, we had everything.
We had the
set up.
first shoot within 72 hours.
Yeah.
Let's just suppose, right? Because, I mean, bro, I'm 34. You guys are pretty young, right? But the amount of energy and the things that you guys are doing, honestly, man, I've told you guys before, I know you guys really well. Hats off to you guys, man, to the things that you have created. But, let's just suppose there is someone outside, they want to create a business if it comes to production or New World Order or something like that, right? What would you tell them? Let's just, you know what I mean, right?
I just tell them whatever idea you have, just go and do it. It doesn't matter if it's a good idea or a bad idea, just go and do it, you'll find out. Stop by thinking, oh, well, what's the perfect thing to say? No, just go and do it. I had no idea. We had no idea what we were doing when we started.
Yeah.
We just went and did it. Like we were making mistakes, learned from them, and then that's it. Like what's the worst that's gonna happen? You're not gonna die if like you make a mistake.
Yeah,
You're just
like-
gonna learn faster.
Like, what is the
Yeah.
worst case scenario? You start a business and
It
Like, it
fails.
doesn't- you
You
waste
start another
a
one.
few days of your
Yeah.
time. That's like the worst case scenario. Then you learn something from it.
Yeah.
So it's not even like a loss. It's like a lesson. You either win or you learn. Because, not everything's going to go to plan. Just have to try it and figure stuff out.
Yeah, so in a way, it's like unless you don't try, you're never going to know.
Exactly.
And maybe if you try, at least you're going to succeed. You're going to have more chances to
Yeah.
succeed, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, bro, you're absolutely right.
It's not just about trying those, it's about trying now. Like, doing it now. Because, okay, think about it, like you said, okay, if you started a business, you had an idea, you started it, and then it failed, okay, fine, you wasted 3 days. But what if you had the idea, and you had the idea for like 6 months, and you're like planning everything for 6 months, like a dickhead? Like, oh, let me just say your plan. Well, what if this happens? Oh, well, I need to have an answer to this. No, you don't have the answers to everything. Just go and like find out. And then after 6 months, you do it, and then it fails. You're like, I just wasted 6 months versus wasting 3 days.
Because people always try to have the perfect answer, the
Yeah.
perfect business plan. But that takes like a lot of time. Maybe it might take a year of someone thinking of their perfect move. But they
Yeah.
can just do any move now. Let's say their move that they make right now is 50% as good as the
Yeah.
move they make in a year, which is 100% good. It's better to do something better, like something now, than to
Yeah.
wait and do something perfect later.
Like, if you're gonna try and like plan everything like a fucking nerd, like, oh, in 1 year I'm gonna make this move. Whereas if you made the move now that was 50% as good, you would learn from that move now, and then you make the same move that you make a year from now, the next day, because you would already learn.
What I love, man, and I think one of our relationship is because we have a very strong mindset.
Yeah.
But like, what kind of experience did you have to go through to tell yourself like, that's it, shit, I don't have any other excuse. I have to be productive. You know what I mean? Like on my business, like that was the moment that you told yourself, that's it. I'm going to put 100% on committing to that.
It was just a logical decision. Like, look at the world around you. Look at the people in the world. Now you can see, okay, what type of life do I want? Do you want a life where you're sitting at home all day with your argumentative wife who you come home, drink a beer, watch some fucking TV, and your wife's just like, wash the dishes. And like, nah, I don't want that. And you go and you see like people who are driving these fast cars and like parties and all that.
Yeah.
Like, well, I like the fast cars, but I don't want to be partying and doing all that dumb shit either. So
It's like the average.
yeah.
What's the average man's life looking like? Does
Average
he go to
man.
work? He goes to work 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Comes home. His wife's arguing with
No,
him.
first he wakes
You know?
up tired, has to drag himself out of bed, because he hates his life.
Bro,
And he has to go.
there are some people, like some guys who I grew up with, they are still working 9 to 5, right? I mean, if they enjoy it, which I possibly think like they
Right.
don't, and then I've created my businesses that was like 8 years ago, and I know, bro, like there's a lot of struggle. There's so much that goes behind it.
Yeah.
But sometimes they see like, maybe the cars or the lifestyle in Dubai, but they don't seem to understand, man. Like you have to constantly work on yourself to get like some results.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just like in a phase where you are just dwelling about. I don't want to be in a phase of my life where I'm just going to be thinking, oh yeah, what if I didn't start anything?
Yeah.
I've been in Dubai for like 3 months, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've started this consultancy company that I started the start of the year, coaching the masterclass, and not doing this podcast. If you truly find value in the time, you can be productive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think the biggest problem with 9 to 5 is, I think it's the fact that no matter how long you work the same job, you're going to have the same amount of money. You're not going to learn anything new. After a certain
For
point,
sure, man.
you just stay in the exact same place.
Yeah.
That's the biggest reason I could never work a 9 to 5. And on top of that, it's the freedom aspect. If you're working 9 to 5 every single day, your life is so structured. Like, yeah, it's probably tough work, but it's harder to be an entrepreneur who's working fucking 8 to 12, Like a
Wait,
full
have you
day.
worked a 9 to 5 before?
No, I'll never work a 9 to 5.
Oh man,
That's like my
I
biggest
have.
flex, that I'll never work a 9
Yeah.
to 5.
Same. But look, the thing is though, if you're working a 9 to 5 and your life is the same every day, then you're not even living a life. Because think about it, humans are created in such a way, we're designed in such a way that our brains notice change,
Yeah,
right? We react to change.
yeah,
So if your life isn't changing every day, are you even living? Because that's how you're supposed to live. You're supposed to live like seeing change in things every single day. if you weren't supposed to live with every day being different,
Cool.
then why is your brain structured in a way that it just notices changes?
Yeah, man, you're absolutely right.
That's the best part
Seriously,
about being an
man.
entrepreneur. Like, if you every day is different. You learn something new every single day. You have different challenges every single day. So it's like a new problem to solve every day, which is exciting. And the more work you put in, the more things you solve, then the more money you'll make, the more progress you see.
Yeah.
And that's very, very satisfying. That's why, in my opinion, with someone like us,
Yeah.
being an entrepreneur just works better than 9 to 5.
Yeah.
You
And
started-
also, like, sorry to interrupt you,
Oh.
but like, you're kind of like blind when you're working 9 to 5. Because think about it. Your eyes, this is the same point I was making before. The only reason you're able to see is because your eyes noticing the change in like the light, or, like the frequency waves or whatever.
Yeah.
That's how you're able to see. If nothing was changing, you'd just be just nothing. We don't see
man.
anything.
A lot of people, they end up telling me that, Adi, you started the chain of beauty salon and all that and whatever. But as an entrepreneur, you are supposed to be a problem solver.
Yeah.
And if you find some kind of problem in the market and you're able to solve that or even provide a service, I think it's the best start. A lot of people, they end up thinking that they want to start like any type of businesses. They do so many research and bro, like, I don't know. There are some people, they will end up going with the trends.
Yeah.
I know so many guys that are just like, yeah, I want to start this business. I'm like, do you know anything about it? They're like, no, but it's doing really well on social media. I'm like, yeah, bro, that's just like once, like one guy is actually killing it in the game, but it's not going to be for everyone else.
Yeah. It's shiny object syndrome. Like, if you see someone doing well, let's say one person is selling bricks and he's making a lot of money from that. Oh, you can't be like, oh, I'm going to go sell bricks as well. Because everyone's doing something different. Everyone's doing well with different things.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't mean you should just go with one of those things.
Yeah. Hey, bro, someone is making millions of dollars by producing the screws in this microphone. Like, there's a company making millions of dollars producing the screws in this microphone.
I remember we
that.
talk about this like.
But can everyone just go start a screw company? No, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? How do I do this? I need a factory, like,
We talked about this before, right? Like you were talking about selling curtains or some like material stuff, and someone can make money. But tell me, guys, like you started this production company, right?
Yeah.
How's that going, and why did you actually started that
It's
production?
going good, man. We've learned a lot,
Yeah.
and when we started out, we probably did like so much door to door, like just trying to get clients, knocking on all the office doors.
Yeah.
How many hundreds of like doors do you think we went to?
Few hundred, bro. Like
By the
maybe
way,
three-
guys, I have to
300?
confirm. I remember these boys, they sent me a message and we used to just like have a conversation about how many doors they were knocking every single day.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, go ahead. Like, how was the journey?
Yeah, we learned a lot. Like, I remember at the start, Francis was scared to speak. You were scared to speak.
Yeah.
And I was doing all the speaking, but I was just trash. Like, okay, I was all right. Like, I would stutter or like, I would just be quiet or like, I don't know, looking to the side.
But it's the confidence to just go for it.
Yeah.
Like, what's
Literally,
the
the
worst that will
second day,
happen?
I gained like 2x confidence, and like my confidence doubled every time.
But I think if the more you do it, the more you get comfortable.
Yeah.
But did you have like this type of script or something? No, right? Like,
I think we had like some type of idea and I had like, okay, what type of script we're gonna do. But now it's like we just have so much practice. We don't need a script. Like we just
If
we
we
just
tried-
know what to say.
If we tried door to door now, after all the experience we had before, I guarantee you'll go so much better.
Yeah.
What
We
was-
should try.
let's just suppose, right? There are some guys who are doing, there are some guys who are even shy or uncomfortable to do door to door. So they will limit themselves
Yeah.
and tell me what
I
was
can't
the.
grow on social media. We'll try something else.
Yeah, tell me
Like
one
what?
experience that you had from door to door.
Oh, I remember one of our first potential clients. We'll call her Riley.
She probably be watching this.
Riley. Anyways, so we walked into Riley's office.
Yeah.
We walked in. Filipino receptionist there. All right. We're like pitching her stuff. She's like, of course you don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're walking out and like we just pitch her stuff. She's like, "Oh, come." I don't know what she said. Just some dumb
She's like,
shit.
we need you. Videography, we need you.
No. Like the Filipino lady.
Oh yeah, she just told us to leave like all the other ones did as well.
Yeah, and then as we were walking out, like we couldn't figure out how to open the door. You have to like press a button or something. So we were a bit slow getting out. And then as we were walking out, the CEO just like comes running behind Riley. She's like, wait, we need you. And then we're like, okay, just turn around slowly. And well, we had a meeting with her or something. And Yeah, she was just saying like, yeah, we need you to do like the videography for our real estate, blah blah blah. And then we had a
Should I-
meeting, and then
Should I talk about the final deal?
yeah, talk about that.
So we agreed on doing what was it, like 30 videos a month for a video every single day, high quality 4K camera showing all these different properties.
And she wanted us to like do social media,
Yeah,
come
yeah,
up with
yeah.
ideas, talk with them, all
it
this
was
stuff.
it was a full package.
Yeah.
And can you? I think you know the price. Can you guess what price she offered us for this monthly service?
Yeah, I remember because you told me, bro.
5,000 dirhams, $1,500.
It's like, what the
What?
fuck?
Complete waste of time, but
Yeah.
taught us
Alright,
a lesson.
if-
You know?
Let's just suppose, right? Someone is starting into this production company, all right, or someone is just starting a business. Would you still recommend someone to go door to door?
Yeah, absolutely. If they don't get any clients from it, at least they'll get sales experience and they'll get confidence.
Even if you're not selling anything, just go make up a product. Just go sell something.
What are the
Yeah.
3 things that you think will get you leads, or like you have to do to get like, you know, all right, there's door to door.
Yeah.
You do door to door. Networking is big depending on which industry you're
Yeah,
in.
yeah, for sure, man.
And obviously like social media, like it's really not that hard. There's like, okay, you got the door to door, you got the networking, you got social media, you got word of mouth. What else? You could do like advertisements.
Yeah, that's
you know?
already enough, bro. Like,
Yeah, you could do like the old school marketing, like stand out there with a board, but like who the fuck does that these days?
bro, honestly, when I started my chain of beauty salon, man, I had flyers. I used to print
Yeah.
them out. I used to go in the morning and go to like coffee places and just introduce myself and be like, yeah, I've just opened a chain of beauty salon. Well, I've just opened one beauty salon and I would like to invite you. And sometimes I even used to act like I'm not even the owner. I think I've told you boys.
Yeah,
this before,
actually,
right?
after you told me this, I started using it all the time.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Because-
it works well.
Yeah, man, because sometimes when you say that you are the owner of the company,
Like, he's trying to make a quick buck for
yeah,
himself.
and the mindset that people have, it's crazy. Sometimes people just want to be part of your journey, like become a client or something. But I've seen extreme changes, man. Like as soon as I said, yeah, you know, my sister owns this salon or someone else, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll come check it out, you know?
Yeah.
So, but
Very
what is the plan like for New Wealth Order, right? You guys have created something amazing, which is based in Dubai. Do you think that will go further than Dubai?
Yeah, definitely. But right now, like with the New Wealth Order, I want to take it a step like, okay, take over Dubai first
Yeah.
and like dominate that market. But first, obviously, right now, we're slowing down a bit on the New Wealth Order because
Cool.
we're thinking like, if we're gonna lead something like that, if we really want it to be good, we need to be like on our A game as well. We need to actually make something of ourselves.
Cool. Yeah,
So
yeah,
like we need to focus more on ourselves, get bigger, you know, get more money, get more stuff, and then we can like start really like doing stuff like this, you know.
Because the more experienced we
Yeah.
are and the better
The more
our
people actually want to
business-
listen to us, and you know, we need to start building a personal brand. I think that's the biggest
Yeah.
thing.
If our personal brand is, top tier, if our businesses are going well, his business, my business, and our joint business, if it's all going well together, then, people will actually listen to us. No one wants to listen to someone who's not successful yet,
Yeah, man.
potentially.
I think a lot of people, they think or they want to be successful without putting the hard work before.
Yeah.
Like you spoke about personal branding. A lot of the times, man, when I'm literally spamming people with like stories on my Instagram, but they don't understand that I'm literally using social media in a way that just trying to promote my own brand. Like, for example, sometimes if I talk about like one topic, this will lead to me working on like my coaching program or like my masterclass or something else like that. So yeah, my personal brand is like so important.
Yeah, we're gonna start putting out vlogs and like
Yeah.
content like that. Yeah, we already have a bunch of content filming. We're like filming every day.
I think if you start documenting, like this is something that I've learned like a while ago, documenting your life, people will have more interaction with the...
Yeah, that's the thing. Like we want to start being like more authentic, you know. They actually document how is it like actually living as an 18 and 19-year-old in Dubai, actually trying to like make it and be successful. Like, we have a very interesting like kind of
It's very different to
life
everyone.
path
Yeah.
compared to a lot of people who live in Dubai. But so I feel like people find it interesting and like maybe even inspiring. And it's just
Yeah.
us being
In what
authentic.
way? Like, what do you think it's...
I think they should be inspired that we're actually getting out of our comfort zone. Everyone our age in Dubai is just so comfortable.
It links back to just doing more,
Yeah.
I'm sure some 18, 19-year-olds in Dubai want to move out and start their businesses, but they haven't got around to doing it yet. Maybe they had the idea.
They don't even understand like maybe they don't even know like, oh, how do I even rent a place? Like, it's like they don't even know shit, you know? Like
Yeah.
people our age just don't know anything.
It's
They
like
don't know
this-
like how do I pay a bill? Like what, they don't know shit.
Yeah, but bro, like
Yeah.
that's different, man. Like, a lot
Yeah.
of these guys, they are like spoon fed, like in the house.
Yeah.
Their father or their mother, they're literally doing everything for them.
Yeah, so they don't even know how to order a taxi.
So,
So,
bro, that's extreme, man.
I don't know.
But yeah, I know what you mean, bro, because there are some guys even like I've known. I like before I came to Dubai, I remember I was speaking to this one of my friend. He's like, Adi, you got everything going on in Dubai, in Paris. Why would you move to Dubai? I was like, that's the thing, man. I'm too comfortable over here. I've got my cars, I've got the apartment, I've got the properties, I've got my businesses. Bro, if I stay over here, I'm not going to be as productive.
Yeah.
That's why as soon as I moved to Dubai, I remember I messaged you as soon as I arrived to the airport, right? I was like, man, I have to get to work. Like,
Yeah.
whatever it takes. And within, like, just working on different things, if you have skills and you are able to, network with people, you are able to create some kind of business with it, that's great. Otherwise, even those skills are just useless.
I think it's kind of how it was when, like, with me and Francis moving in now. It's like we're too comfortable, like, staying with our parents' house.
bro. It's congratulations. You guys got a place, right?
Yeah.
It's
But
like-
we're like just way too comfortable there. It's like, well, not even comfortable, but it's like just not a productive environment. And also, I know that if we actually like our bills are paid, like sometimes our food is paid. It's like, nah, I can't be having that. It's like, how are we gonna become tough from that? You know, we gotta actually go through it. We gotta have like the years where we fucking like don't know how to fucking
Boys, I think
feed ourselves.
as a man,
Yeah.
like a lot of people, they don't seem to understand. As a man, if you are staying too much on your comfort zone, you will never understand your limits.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time, when like all this lockdown and all these things that happens in the world, you should be mentally prepared for any type of situation that comes in you, and that's a bit like an entrepreneur mindset as well.
Yeah.
Because your business can also go wrong. Like you can't make sense sale today because you literally have to work every single day.
Yeah.
But if things just don't work out, what are you gonna do? So staying in your comfort zone for me, man, that's like the thing I will never do.
Yeah, and the thing is, I like the pressure. It's the pressure that you really need. Like when I was staying at my mom's place, like I thought I was working 24/7, but I wasn't actually working 24/7. So like I'd work, but then I'd also maybe watch a podcast as well, maybe do this. But now like it's like genuine 24/7 work. You know what I mean? Like actually.
It's because we're out of our comfort zone.
Yeah.
Nothing good ever comes from, being comfortable. Like the most change happens when you're uncomfortable,
Yeah.
so that you can push to be comfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like we're in an uncomfortable situation now. We're eating eggs and maybe chicken if we're lucky. It's from the Carrefour. Like we don't, like we're still figuring everything out.
Yeah.
And the change is so nice. Like being uncomfortable is, pushing us forward more.
But
So
that's
much more.
interesting, bro, because a lot of the times, I mean, the guys who are like 18 and like 17 or maybe in the 20s, they don't understand that they don't want to be uncomfortable,
Yeah.
in their life. But I think if you start doing something, because I know you're into fitness as well, right?
Yeah.
And it's a bit of the same mindset that you're constantly working to achieve results. You go to the gym, like,
Yeah.
you kind of work on your body and everything else. People don't seem to understand that even working out, it's a big thing about your mindset.
Yeah. Like you can't just go to the gym for a couple days or even a couple months and then stop. It's something you have to continuously maintain. And if you stop maintaining it for a couple of weeks or months, you just kind of lose most of your progress. So it's like you have to be very disciplined with it and consistent,
Yeah.
which is what a lot of people lack in this world, especially if they're so comfortable. Because if someone's too comfortable, they'll just be like, okay, why should I go to the gym? Why should I destroy my body and, eat like a monster to get bigger? Why should I do that if I'm already comfortable?
You started the coaching, right? You want to
Yeah.
talk about that?
A couple of weeks ago, yeah. So now I have a fitness program, and I sell, custom, workout plans, custom meal plans, custom complete fitness guides for people
Cool.
based on their body, based on their situation, just to get them to their goals. And everyone's body is different, so everyone has to be trained differently. This links back to school. Everyone has a different mind, but they're all trained, they're all taught the same. Whereas with how I teach fitness, everyone's different. So you have to study their body and then train them based on that. And that's how I train them.
How did you start this like coaching thing? I know you, that's why,
Yeah.
but the people who don't know you.
Of course. So around 7 months ago, I was super, super skinny. And I was like, I don't want to be skinny anymore. So
Yeah.
I started going to the gym, started eating a bunch of steak. There were days where I'd have like 4 or 5 steaks, like big ones. Just, it was tasty, but, you know, it made me bigger. Went to the gym all the time, you know, got bigger, learned more about fitness. And yeah, 7 months is, you know, to other people a short amount of time. But for me, 7 months is a long time.
It's a long time, bro.
And, you know, I've learned so much in that period of time. I've made so much progress. Like, I don't know if you've seen a picture of me when I was very skinny. I was like 54
I've
kg.
seen like on your social media like a before and
Oh, yeah,
after,
yeah.
and I found that really good, man.
Thank you. I was like 54 kg
Yeah.
7 months ago, and now I'm close to 68, around that. So it's been a huge change. I've learned so much along the way. I'm just always improving, always progressing.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
I
Actually.
think if you started like this coaching thing, it's also part of your journey, man, because the struggles you've been through and like, you know, just finding something you're truly passionate about and solving that issue for other people, I think that's really good.
I think there's nothing better than something I enjoy doing, and I can help someone else
Yeah.
achieve their goals, and I make some money from it, and it improves my brand in general. Just a win-win-win-win for everyone. So that's also a big reason why I started the fitness coaching.
Man, congratulations, brother.
Thank you.
That's really good. Boys, if you think that there is someone out there, because I'm from Paris, right? People from Paris or London, if they want to start a business, if it can be a networking community or a fitness coaching program, especially for the young guys, what kind of advice would you give them?
Well, actually, I don't think everyone can do it, to be honest. Like,
I know. But
because let's be honest, most people, they just don't have the. I don't know how to say this. Most people just retarded.
bro, let's just suppose there are some guys out there, right? Don't be too fucking harsh, bro. There are some guys out there who are going to be watching this and they will be like, you know what? These two boys, they've created something. We are watching this from Paris, from London. Usually I've got a lot of people from there. What do you think?
I have a good answer. Should I go first?
Go first, sure.
Okay, so I didn't always do coaching, like fitness coaching to begin with. I did a skateboard. I had skateboard lessons before. I used to teach skateboard lessons.
I remember that, yeah.
So I would say just find something you're good at, and then see how can you make money from it. If you're good at math in school, you can go to some parents. You can go to, if you have a younger sibling, go to their friends' parents and say, okay, I can teach your kid math. I'm super good at math. I got these grades. I can teach your kid once a week, whatever. Make some money from that. So I found something I was good at, which was skateboarding. And I would just teach so many kids all the time. That's how I'd made a lot of my money as well.
Were you talking about like New Wealth Order? Like, what if someone wants to create like a community or something like that?
I think just have a decent idea. Find someone who has a similar path to you. But that's kind of
The
hard
thing is,
as well.
you have to find like there has to be a gap in the market for you. You can't just go in like, oh, I want to make a community. Yeah, there has to be something about you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can't just be a regular dude and make, oh, I want to make a community. You have to at least have a different mindset or something like that. Something that would attract people to your community.
It brings
has to
back
be, like,
to the personal branding, right?
Exactly. Like it can't just be, oh, this is a community, just come join me. No, there has to be something of like substance to it. Like the New World Order, when you hear the New World Order, you're instantly intrigued. You're instantly like, what is the New Wealth Order?
Yeah, I understand, man.
And then they go deeper into it and they see like, oh, it's like this community of young people. It's like you don't see 50 young people together at an event all talking about business. You never see that here.
The thing is, bro, like there are so many people who end up creating like the same type of businesses, even in Dubai. And, you know, like they say that Dubai is the city of like opportunities and everything. I get it. For sure it is. I've got my businesses over here and it's going amazing. But if you are creating something and you don't have something to back it up with, like let's just say, right, you've created the fitness coaching program, but you're not even fit yourself, bro.
Yeah.
So you're just literally selling, you know. So that's like what you're talking about, New Wealth Order or anything else. If you focus on the personal branding, and that's something I've been doing this from the start of this year, man.
Yeah.
What do you think? Like, if there are some people out there who are willing to start like a personal brand or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm no expert on personal branding because I don't have a huge personal brand. Well, I'm going to start working on it. So I guess we're going to learn, we're going to see.
Yeah.
And, you know, as I learn, you know, I'll give my advice on what could be good.
But we have an idea of what works well. Like we've seen other people's personal brands, and what seems to work best is just authenticity. Yeah. If people can tell that you're not having a fake persona on camera. They're more likely to follow you and listen to what you have to say.
Yeah.
So it's all about
Like if
authenticity.
you seem like fake, like if everything's scripted
Yeah.
and you're too scared to show imperfections, and you don't want to show like oh, the background has to be perfect, everything has to be perfect. No one's gonna listen to you because they're gonna think, oh, this guy's just like he's a fucking shit muncher. He's just trying to be fake and like he doesn't actually know anything.
Yeah, man. That's a lot of people like that in.
Yeah, because like you see that everywhere. You see so many people who have like, okay, their post looks good, everything's neat. Like they got a haircut for every video. They got a haircut. You know what I mean? And like it's not authentic at all.
Yeah, bro. I think a lot of people.
And you just blend in because everyone else is trying to be perfect.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you know how people who are broke they wear like Louis Vuitton, and they wear like Gucci and stuff like that. But people who are like genuinely rich, like billionaires, they just wear like whatever. It's like whatever's comfortable.
I know, bro. I don't think you've seen me in any other color outfit than black, right?
It's like you're rich and you just wear like normal black T-shirt.
Yeah, but the thing is, bro, like, I will tell you guys, when you have your businesses going on, you have to minimize, like,
Minimize.
your
costs.
decisions.
Yeah.
What you make, like, in the morning, I don't care. I'm just gonna wake up and I know I'm just gonna wear this outfit, and that's it. That's not the main thing I'm gonna try to portray.
No.
I have to be very productive with my decisions, and I have to like cut down of the stupidest decisions.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people would say, especially from the way they're like, yeah, you didn't rent a car. I was like, oh, you didn't buy a car. I was like, I don't really need one at the moment, bro. Like, I have to put in the work. I'm not going to, take the major decision on other things because I have to be more productive on like my businesses and everything else.
I totally agree. That's why every night before I go to bed, I always write my to-do list for the next day so that my mind is completely focused.
Yeah.
Every night before I go to sleep, I have my clothes ready for the next day. So I wake up, shower, the clothes are right there. I don't have to, put mental energy towards thinking of what to wear and all this
We
stuff.
just have a big whiteboard in our apartment. It's just like on the whiteboard says like whatever shit we have to do that's together for our businesses, then like what I have to do and then what France has to do. It's just there. It's like every day we can see like how much shit have you done, how much shit have I done.
It's just super organized. That's the only way I like to live. I don't like to live in like a messy place.
Yeah.
I just feel like my mind's all over the place. So it has to be organized, ready,
It has to be, man. Let's just suppose to any guys who are watching this and you want to give them a lesson, like something which is very valuable that has been important to you, what would you say?
I'd say pain is the most important thing. You have to go through pain. You have to go through like actually struggling. If you grew up and you didn't struggle, okay, good. But that's not a bad thing. I'm glad you had like a good upbringing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if struggle wasn't forced down your throat, you just need to go out there and actually introduce that into your life. So in any type of way, for example, I didn't have to be living on the street or anything like that. I was in my mom's house. I could have just stayed there.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I don't want to stay there. I want to move out and I want to take the risk and I want to be under pressure. And now I moved out. I'm taking all my shit from my room. My mom's gonna change that whole room into like something else for her. She has like art, so I can't really move back if I wanted to. So now all the pressure is on my head. So now it's like I can't just not make it.
Experience pain and be
Yeah.
more productive. How about you, brother? One skill or value that you want to share with someone that helped you to reach your goals or to help you throughout this life or whatever.
I think anyone who knows me personally knows I like to be super organized, very, very organized.
And he's a germaphobe.
Not a germaphobe. I just don't like people like, walking with shoes in the house and shit.
Yeah.
So then it becomes dirty. Then I have to think about cleaning it.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
But
Okay,
what was? Tell me. What was
like-
one thing?
I like everything organized. If you have a clear plan, you know exactly what to do, and you just think logically about stuff, and you're organized with your thought process and your actionable steps,
Yeah.
then you're gonna get somewhere.
He likes to
compared
sleep
to-
a lot as well. Doesn't work that much. Just sleeps. So it's always
I
sleeping.
sleep and I rest enough so my body can maintain the strength
So
that I
it's-
contain.
Going through pain and dealing with that and be
Yeah.
organized. That's something that you would
Yeah.
say.
Absolutely, yeah. I think you should be uncomfortable with your situation so you're motivated to move and change your situation. And then also if you have a logical, actionable plan that you can stick to and consistently work on every day, I think
Yeah.
that's definitely gonna get you where you want. People don't really have a plan. People have a goal. I want to have a Lamborghini. They don't know how they're gonna get there.
That's true, brother.
So it's all about the plan, the thought process
Yeah,
behind it.
and also don't make decisions to I want to get a Lamborghini. How to get a Lamborghini? No, make decisions that what can I do to learn how to get a Lamborghini? You know what I mean? It's like I could go door to door and like learn something about sales or whatever. That'll get me one step closer to a Lamborghini. But if I just go, okay, wait, how much money do I need for a Lamborghini? I need, let's say, $1 million. If I work this job and then I put that into like a little like saving fund, and then over 3 years it becomes like 15%. And like, no, that's just bullshit. Just go. What's gonna teach you how to make the money it takes you to get
Like
a
the
Lamborghini
theory
a day?
behind it and the skills that you actually need.
You could just study what other people have done to get that.
Yeah.
And you know, for
But at the end of the
example,
day, you can study everything. You have to actually do it yourself. You don't even remember half the shit you study. It's like, you'll read about some shit, you'll watch podcasts, and you won't even remember what you said in the podcast, or like what you heard in the podcast.
what about the people you've actually met? So
Yeah.
I want a Lamborghini. Hopefully within a year or so.
Yeah.
So when I was in Miami, I met a 19-year-old,
Yeah.
and he has a YouTube channel with like 1 million subscribers.
All right.
He has a Lamborghini, nice matte red Lamborghini, and I went in it. It's amazing. But I asked him like, how do you get that? He's like, oh, I've been making money since I was 14, 13.
Yeah.
He had his first $10,000 month when he was 14.
That's crazy.
So he's just been doing it from 14 to 19, 5 years. He's been making over 10,000 a month. So, you can just see different perspectives. People make money in different ways. Like, Hassan Haider,
Yeah.
he's 24 years old. He has like 6 supercars. How did he get that? Door-to-door sales job, and then he taught him sales. And he started New Money, his private network, made money through that. He has other businesses. So everyone gets there in a different way. That links back to shiny object syndrome. It's like people always want to go to what makes money from one person. But there's so many different ways to go about it. And if you actually go out and experience different people who have got what you want, then it gives you a much better idea of how to get it.
Networking.
Absolutely.
Networking, going through pain, organizing yourself in a much better way.
Yeah.
Definitely, boys. Is there anything else, boys, you think?
You also have to be a leader, because if you're a follower and you're not like a leader, like you have to be able to make decisions for yourself, regardless of what anyone says to you. That's the thing. You have to be able to just like drown out the noise, like be logical and have enough understanding to know what's best for you and like the steps to take forward, and just drown out the extra noise and be a leader so you actually can lead yourself to success.
Like
because
when you
if you're a
dropped out.
follower, you're relying on someone else to take you to success, and no one's gonna do that for you.
It goes back on the mindset, bro. Like to be to go through all the stages of your life and you are able to become a leader.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, boys, great chat, man.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
So it's good.
It was good.
We
I
do this
wish.
again.
Yeah, I wish all you boys like the best of luck.
There wasn't enough time to say everything.
If you guys know
this for
that
hours,
me, Ru, and Francis, we usually like just talk about business, mindset, and the struggle of life. And I really, really appreciate you guys, man, honestly.
Thank you.
Because
Appreciate you too.
a lot of the struggles that I've been through when I was at your age, struggle is a big word, man. But I didn't overcome the way how you guys did. And you guys actually became very productive with your decisions. And you guys deserve that respect, man.
Also, one thing I wanted to say is, like, people at home watching might think, oh, there's a podcast that like totally spread. When we meet, this is genuinely how we talk.
That's how we talk.
This is how we talk. Like, you need to upgrade your conversations. That's the thing. Like, if you're going out with your friends and all you're talking about is like some random bitch, oh, this drama happened.
Bro, talk about Starbucks, the people in the Starbucks that we were working at.
We were just.
We don't have
Oh,
that
we
much
don't have
time, brother.
Next time.
They were
Another
talking
day.
about bullshit. They were
You have
talking
to
about
elevate your conversations. Like, this type of conversation has to be your everyday life.
All right. Well, guys,
There
first
it is.
episode. Let's see how that goes. And let's keep that going. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.